Exercise number 7 from Chapter 12, Process Activity Analysis. What we're going to be looking at in this question, we need to determine the total activity cost per package can under the present operating system. Then we'll determine the amount of increased packaging costs from the expected improvements, and then determine the expected total activity cost per package. So, the Quench Beverage Company bottles soft drinks into aluminum cans. The manufacturing process consists of 3 activities. Mixing, which is the water, sugar, and beverage concentrate are mixed. Filling, the mixed beverage is filled into a 12-ounce can. Packaging, properly filled cans are boxed into fridge packs. The activity costs associated with these activities for the period are as follows. Mixing, $617,000. Filling, $547,500. Packaging, $110,500. So the total is $1,275,000. Each can is expected to contain 12 ounces. Duh. Thus, after being filled, each can is automatically weighed. If a can is too light, it is rejected or kicked from the filling line prior to being packaged. The primary cause of kicks is heat expansion. With heat expansion, the beverage overflows during the filling, resulting in underweight cans. The process begins by mixing and filling 8,840,000 cans during the period, of which only 8,500 cans are actually packaged. The difference of 340,000 cans are rejected due to underweight kicks. A process improvement team that determined that cooling the cans prior to filling them will reduce the amount of overflows due to the expansion. After this improvement, the number of kicks is expected to decline by 340,000 cans to 85,000 cans. Determine the total activity cost per packaged can under the present operations, round to the nearest percent. Well, we're going to take the total cost of $1,275,000. We'll divide that by the number of cans, and that looks like 8,000,005. So let's do some division here. And that equals 0.15 or 15 cents per can. So we're good there. Next, determine the amount of increased packaging costs for the expected improvement. Determine the amount of the increased packaging cost for the expected improvement. So to determine the amount of increased packaging costs for the expected improvements, we're going to be using the packaging cost of 110,000, and I'm going to divide that by the number of cans, and that's going to be the 110,500 divided by 8,500,000. That equals 0.013. I'm then going to multiply that number times the difference in the new cans, and we had 340,000 was our failure before. That's going to be reduced by 85,000. That equals 255,000. Multiply the 0.013 times 255. That equals 3,315. So we then get our additional costs. Our total now is going to change for the cost per can. Let me clean this up a little bit. my total cost per can, instead of 8,500,000, we're going to have only 85,000 failures, so, or kicks. So if we take 8,840,000, subtract the 85,000 cans, the kicks, I'll have 8,755,000 will be my cans. So I'll take my total cost then of 1,275,000. I will divide that by 8,755,000. And I get 0.1456, which rounds up to 0.146.